Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois and welcome back to Super Hostile Modded, the Spellbound Caves 2. In the last episode, we went to the Goblin's Grotto. We were exploring around there. There is a swampy area that we were looking around, had some terrible monsters, and our game crashed. But we recently got the wool out of that area, so we need to figure out what we're going to do next. I think we found intersection 2 at one point, but I don't remember where that was. So I'll have to go look for that again. We also have the cave in Peanut Canyon, and I think that's where we're going to go today. But before we do, we have some things to deal with. One, we have 32 levels, so let's get some more skills. Let's increase our attack a few times. And mining? Sure, why not? And then we'll just store the rest of them in there. And I also have a bunch of stuff to kind of go through. So we have 2 intestines to loot. Nothing too great out of that, but we also have 3 novice spell books that we can look at. Mind Trick, Evade, and Ignite. So what's Mind Trick? Confuses disoriented target. Okay, so kind of not great, but meh. Evade, that is probably going to make us, yep, dodge incoming attacks, and Ignite works like flint and steel. Got it. Alright, so nothing great, but nothing too bad. We also have 2 copper tokens, 3 iron, and 3 red. So let's go ahead and turn those in. 3 iron tokens and 3 red. That should be everything. So we have a bunch of loot to kind of open. So Infernal Tier 1, 2 spawner loot, lootless 1, and random gens. Okay, so let's start with Infernal Tier 1. We got a loot crate, nothing else too great. Some iron chain links, buff elixirs, that's kind of cool. Infernal Tier 2. Some experience, some amethyst, just 1 amethyst, spawner loot, a bunch of random stuff, loot list 1, ring of condensing, and a diamond, buff elixirs. I think those are always the same, not sure. And let's get rid of some of the stuff. I have way too much stuff. I need to sit down and kind of go through a lot of this stuff because I think we can get a little bit more powerful if we are smart about what we do. But it's probably not quite nighttime. It's going to be soon. So, you know, let's go check on the farm real quick. I haven't done that. I did go through this farm and it's already regrown. And I have some bone spores growing on this bone block, which is doing pretty good. It gives us bone meal, I do believe. But yeah, so I think what we're going to do 2 things. So one thing we did find in the swampy area next to the Goblin Grotto was another one of these towers. And it was the 3rd or 4th one that we found. But this one in Peanut Canyon is, well, close by. So let's go look at that and see. Now that we're a little bit stronger and can deal with flying enemies a little bit better, just kind of see what's going on with that and what all that entails, basically. So we'll put some more fuel in these guys. This has a bunch of carrots. So this is working out pretty well. Tree farm grows trees. We turn that into charcoal, which we can then turn into fuel to continue farming stuff. Not too bad. We are pretty good on most things. It is almost night. So at this point, we really need to figure out where to go next. Like I said, intersection 2 is somewhere, and I don't quite remember where, but I will find it. I just haven't had a chance to go look yet. And I've been working on other series, to be honest. And Peanut Canyon is definitely someplace that we can go. Let's just take our sleeping bag. And let's head on down there. So, yeah, like I said, at this point, we just need to kind of clean up some areas. I think we're a little bit stronger. We might be able to take on Peanut Canyon. This area has been pretty rude to us so far, so I'm a little bit worried. But again, we are stronger, and I'm probably going to avoid fighting that one enemy that is at the beginning of the area, but we'll see. So let's try to get up here. It is going to be night soon. You can see that I've got a little bit of a path up here already, and this area is really good for getting resources. Let's just hang out here for a second. Put our sleeping bag down. And yeah, I don't know what else is here other than, I mean, there's got to be something in that cave, right? It just has to be. Whether it is a path or a wall or something, it's got to be something. So let's put that away. Let's see what this magic tower is all about. Maybe there's something inside of it or something. I don't know. That's exploration. We just need to explore. And maybe, just maybe, we won't die. That is kind of the important thing. So yeah, there is these like things. I don't even know what they're called. Remnant. Alright. And it's spawning a lot of them. So let's try to get up here quickly. Especially because some of them are a little bit stronger. Let's... Aha. Okay. There's a spawner. There we go. Okay. Let's retreat for a moment. Mostly because these guys kind of hurt. It doesn't help that there's a couple special ones. And they seem to be very difficult to hit. But we broke the spawner. Yeah, there's so many of these things. Runestone pedestals. Don't know if they're used for anything. But let's just go ahead and put all this stuff away, just in case we die. And yeah, there is a bunch of these guys up here. Not that we can necessarily hit them with our magic. But let's go ahead and just walk away a little bit and see if that does anything for us. I'm hoping that if we can get them to kind of despawn, that would be nice. But I don't know if that's going to be too effective. And hopefully there's only the one spawner. Alright, let's just go up there and see what we can do. We are definitely much more strong. We're much stronger than we were before. It's just kind of hard to hit these things. I also don't know what they drop. Okay, zombie villager. And this has to be something to do with magic in general. So let's... Alright, so that remnant tried to hit me. Yeah, they are trying to attack me. Spectral dust, which can be turned into arcane compounds, arcane anvils, and you can make spellbooks out of them. Okay, or mystical crystals. Okay, these are good things to find. So this is basically how you get more magical stuff. Let's try to get the attention of these. Alright, that one died. And that one's dead. Alright. Looks like they did drop stuff over here, so let's try to grab whatever we can. Don't see anything else. Alright. This is a bad skeleton. This is bad skeleton because... Okay, it's dead. I don't know. There's the stuff. Okay. So we got some remnant from... Well, we have some spectral dust from these remnants. That does seem like a magical... magical material so you can make more wizard stuff. I don't know how to explain it better than that. That's what I'm getting from it anyways. So let's just try to get up here. And there is still more. There's more spawners, aren't there? Yes. This is just filled with spawners. Alright, is there anything at the top? Oh my gosh, there's just more spawners. But that is it. Okay, so these towers just give you all the remnants you could ever want. We're going to leave them alone. We got a bunch of spawner tokens, which is nice. And again, the runestones don't seem to be too useful. So that is something to note. If we want to basically have our own magical supply, go to those towers. They will give you all the things you need, and that's pretty much it. So now I've got to remember, where is my staircase? There it is. Right here. Let's put a torch there so I can see it a little bit easier. And let's go up into this cave. So this cave was pretty awful the first time we went up in here. I think, yeah, we've got to continue going up. It's not the best staircase, but it is a staircase. And yeah, this area is an absolute mess. Now, something we're going to do, we're going to run up here. And I am going to immediately block that off. And I also want to break these spawners. Okay. These are the two that were murdering us before. But I think I broke the spawner for him. And I wondered if... Oh my gosh. We're gonna die again. Oh, dang it. I was like, don't I have heal? Alright, that's fine. Our shield broke, which is not as fine. And we still have our wand. Why do we have our wand? I don't know. I guess because I had it in my hand. So that is how this game works with the respawn stuff. Yeah, those were spawning really, really nasty mobs constantly. The one we were fighting was a purple mob. Purple flames is bad. It means that they are faster and just in general stronger. And you are a sporling. So let's see if we can't find our stuff. Ow. Alright, so our mimic crab died again. We'll get some armor. Luckily we do have some weaponry. And I think I'm gonna have to do that whole, hitbox thing, F3B, I think it is. I can never remember. But we did die over this direction. We weren't all the way up. We do need to be careful. The enemy is still hanging around. This looks like most of our stuff. Alright, let's see. What do we have? Sword. There is some bread, but the bread's not anything. Alright, we need blocks. We at least have food. There are our pants, our drinks. Alright, our pants and our boots. Our armor is actually not doing too bad. Do we have another shield? We do. Let's get some beverage. And let's go ahead and turn hitboxes on. Just so that I can actually see. So we're missing blocks mostly, as well as our pick. So here's our blocks. We also need to sleep. So let's grab our sleeping bag. And don't see any more hitboxes from down here. So let's go back up top and see if we can find our pickaxe. Because I do think that's the only thing we're missing. But I'm probably wrong. There's probably more stuff. So let's just see what we can see. Now I'm hoping that the enemies in the rest of the area aren't not nearly as bad as what we just encountered. And it shouldn't be too bad if they're not super, you know, purple and sparkly. So where is our pick? I think we died in this area. But I don't see anything. Up. And there was some bone meal as well. Okay. I think this is everything. It's everything that's important, at least. So let's hurt ourselves trying to get back up there. It's going to be easier just to go down and go back up. So let's turn hitboxes back off. Grab some diorite, I guess. Actually, not a bad thing. We have 11 spawner tokens. That is going to be great. We are going to definitely use those before we're done. Also, I have to remember, I do have heal on my wand. I don't know how much it heals for, but it's still health. And honestly, that's all that matters. I know that's not necessarily the way I had the staircase, but it works. Alright, so we should be able to make some progress in here now, because we got rid of that nasty spawner. And I'm not too worried about the sporlings. This is a very messy area, just in general. Okay, we have a lot of stuff. Apprentice. Oh, hey. That was a lot of really good loot. And I'm going to assume it was because that was a really nasty area. So we're going to put all of that stuff away. Ooh, we got a lucky horseshoe. No more fall damage. So I've been working on trying to get some really good accessories. That is a wizard. And I cannot use that block. Alright. There's also a bunch of sporlings, which are really annoying because they're really hard to hit. And there's a sparkly one. Alright, that might be a good way to deal with them. Oh my gosh. I'm dying to some little tiny sporling dudes. They are really hard to hit. And let's just, I guess, knock them off. There's also so many. We need to heal. Hey, let's see how much this heal does. Not bad, actually. Alright, so I need area effect spells for this area. It is not the best, but also not the worst. Okay, let's get rid of you. These things also, they have a decent amount. Oh, they have a lot of armor. Okay, I don't think we're supposed to go to this area yet. This is kind of a nasty area. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to head back up to the base and call this episode a little bit of a bust. I need to spend some time and actually figure out where we need to go. Where is going to be useful for us to go, and go there. Alright, we got the token. That's good. But at the very least, we can head back to the base. We can turn in a bunch of loot and kind of look at all the stuff we got. Now, some of it is going to be pretty useful, especially if we combine it. So, we got a balloon. If you're not familiar with Terraria, a lot of the accessories, it seems, I don't even know what mod are these coming from. Bountiful Baubles. It looks like they're using a lot of Terrarian stuff, or Terraria stuff, and that's good because I know what it all does. But it is kind of also interesting, just to see how well things kind of interact. Oh, that's the wooden club I dropped. Right. So, yeah, what we're going to do is we are going to go search for the intersection 2 area. And I think once we find that, things will be a little bit better. We'll be able to make some better progress and whatnot. But let's go ahead, take everything out. Let's put that back in for a second. So, apprentice, novice to apprentice, we already have an apprentice 1, but good to know. And then advanced to master, not quite what we want. Removes curses when consumed. That's kind of cool. Manuscripts, I don't think these are that useful. It just makes the bestiary. Most of this stuff is not particularly useful to us. What was... I clicked it. Iron Lance. Okay, not bad. Smoke Bomb. There's a halberd. Healer's Leggings. Okay, so some magical stuff. And I think that's about it. So definitely need to kind of... I mean, we have negate fall damage and increase jump height and negates some fall damage. Legendary mobility, so that gives us a lot of mobility when in the offhand, which is not super useful. We can turn that into... Okay, that's not super useful. So we can't combine those. That is unfortunate. So we have 3 copper tokens and 11 of the red tokens. I think that was 11. And it was. Alright, so let's do Infernal Tier 2. Amethyst, Potion of Strength, more experience. Okay, not anything too bad, but not anything, like, wonderful. And 11 of these spawner loots. Now, spawner loots can give us a lot of other loot, or just some random stuff. So we are probably going to get a lot of other loot crates from this. But not as many. So we got 2 random apprentice spells. And conjure bow, conjure sword. Alright, not too bad, not great. We have an advanced spell. which is actually advanced. Curse of Soul Binding. Causes the target's soul to be inextricably bound to that of the caster, meaning that all damage dealt to the caster. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. And then a magic crystal or dust. Icy crystal. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to end the episode off here. I am going to kind of recoup a little bit. We have a lot of heart crystal shards. We should probably do something with that. We can make more heart crystals, or we can make, we can turn them in, I do believe, for quest type stuff. There's a lot of things we could do. So I am going to kind of recuperate a little bit and probably start working on dealing with a little bit of the inventory stuff. And then next time I'm going to go out, I'm going to find intersection 2. We are going to continue on in this map and hopefully get some progress in a different area. So that is the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!